Jess, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and your company? And you're in Orlando, but you guys are bigger than just Orlando, correct?
So I am with Atrium Management. We are in Florida and Virginia. Virginia. We manage single-family, boutique, multifamily, and multifamily residential properties throughout Florida.
Wow.
And then also Richmond.
That's wonderful. So, and you're here at NARPM National. How many NARPM Nationals have you been to? Probably more than me, I would say. 7. So
for 7. This might be 7.
Okay.
Lucky number 7.
So the NARPM community, the NARPM events like this is, do you get a lot when you come out of here? What is your goal when you come to a NARPM National? Or any NARPM event. I don't mean it to just be North Shore.
Well, any sort of conference event, my usual goal is to get 3 takeaways or ahas, to connect with affiliates and members who I haven't seen in a long time on the friends.
Yeah.
And just, kind of just expose myself to all that is NARPM.
Speaking of, because we didn't really get into it, other than your property management, can you tell us a little bit about what you do for NARPM? Because you do an astronomical amount. I've been to several events that you've put on. Never had a water regard.
Sure. So I am the past president of the Orlando chapter and the incoming Florida State president, and I've been the affiliate chair for Florida State for a couple of years. And I do whatever NARPM needs.
Yes, absolutely.
A
reputation.
Put on I speak. Anything.
Which is why I wanted to come and sit on camera and ask you some questions, Jeff.
I thought it was because I was a ton gal.
Well, that too. Well, that's what that means. All of that adds up.
Okay.
Tell me, have you gotten any nuggets? I know we're only one day in. Have you gotten any nuggets from the events so far?
Yeah. I have my testy notebook, and I've written down things from each session that I've been in. The first session, I think I wrote down, I guess, your responsibility to be unforgettable.
Okay.
Or it's your job to be unforgettable. Then I sat in on, that was the keynote. Okay. Then I sat in on the scaling one where it like scale up without blowing up.
Okay.
In that one, I wrote down, basically what I was saying is that to be a good coach,
okay,
most of the time you can't necessarily be like in the job.
Okay.
So to coach up or coach them up or coach them out.
Okay.
But like don't be like head in the weeds.
Getting you in the day-to-day business.
Yeah.
Can't see the forest for the trees, kind of that.
Right. So like in my position with the company, I do our business development. I want to build a business development team. I've struggled to do that mainly because I'm doing all of the business development, which is a full-time job.
It's hard to put like the brakes on the teeth.
And it's hard to pour into somebody else when, you're just trying to come up for air. So that was my takeaway from that is like make time.
Okay.
To build versus just do.
That's right.
And so that was my takeaway from that. And like to just be a better coach.
Sure.
And to be a better coach, I need to remove myself from the field.
So as a coach, as someone who has been in business development at a very wonderful company for quite some time, what would you say sets you guys apart for your clients? Not what makes you guys better than a competition,
sure,
but what is it that makes your clients go, I'm going to work with Jess Swan?
I think what sets us apart is just our core values. Like we eat and breathe and sleep it. Everybody that's a part of the Atrium team full-heartedly believes, that we actually care, integrity over personal gain or do the right thing. We believe in ridiculously hard work. We believe in starting with you. One of them is start with you. Okay. We believe in that. We believe in being memorable. Our, kind of like our little company culture is invest in people through real estate to create meaningful relationships. So I think that what makes us different is we just actually truly care about the relationship in the first end. Not that other people don't, but we try to put that in front of anything else.
Not just a number,
It's not just
not just some revenue.
right.
We know you. We want to make sure that your property is being managed and maintained and got some care behind it.
We want this to work for you.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
if it works for you, it works for others.
Exactly.
Jessica, that's fair.
So
Thanks. This is all I wanted. I just wanted to come and talk to you and steal a little bit of your knowledge and be able to share with the world. You're one of the people in this industry that I think knows a lot of stuff. And if I can't turn that into content, then what am I gonna do?
I think I know a few things, but I know a lot of really great people. And all of those people have helped me to elevate who I am.
So I've talked to a lot of people specifically about NARPM, and that seems to be one of the presiding reasons. Why do I like NARPM? Because I learn a lot. I'm with a lot of people that are happy to say, hey, you are great at this. Please show me this. But I'm happy. Do you know how to do this? I'll show you.
Yeah.
It's a very give and take. We're all helping each other get better, which is one of our core values. Is we're just helping property managers be the best property manager they can be.
Yeah.
Why would you get stuck in weeds with a thing that you don't have to do that? We failed. Yeah, that's visual numbers. Stop it. Let's do that.
The market that I'm in particularly, in the market that I'm in particularly, there are a lot of people who do what we do. We are saturated in the Central Florida area with property management companies, really great ones.
Yeah.
And so being so involved in NARPM and actually knowing the other companies is one of my favorite moments in a listing appointment. Is when somebody says to me, well, just so you know, I am shopping around and I am meeting with other people, and I don't know if you know any of these other companies, this one and this one and this one, what do you think about 123 property management? And my favorite opportunity is, oh my gosh, yes, I know them, they're great. I actually sat on a committee with so-and-so, or they're really involved in NARPM, which is the National Association of Residential Property Managers. Great company. I'm so glad you're shopping around. You have to choose what is best for you, what the best fit is for you, and I'm so glad that you're doing your due diligence to check that out. You're gonna be okay with anyone that you just said. That's my favorite name.
I like that. I've been in a lot of different industries, and I like the way that property managers, especially NARPM property managers, look at competition. It's our competition is not each other. Our competition is people just not choosing a property, doing it on your own. There's 13 million rental properties that are professionally managed out of the 44 million that are in the U.S. There's a lot of people that just don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And they're I can do this on my own. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
I could color my hair blonde on my own, but I really don't want to have orange hair.
Yeah. There's an expert that you should go to if you're not an expert at a thing.
Right.
Why would you choose that? You know what I'm not going to go do? I'm not going to go have surgery, from one of my friends that's a mechanic and be look, an ornament or a piston, very similar.
Exactly. Just because you can do something doesn't always mean you should. Perfect example. A couple of weekends ago, I got the itch. I was I need to paint all my baseboards.
Yes.
I need to paint all my baseboards, and I know many of painters, but you know what? I'm gonna paint the just foster this up.
Boy, don't scare me.
I'm gonna paint my baseboard. And so, you know what? I spent 2 days painting my baseboards, but you know what happened then? It looked like I put some Jordans on a homeless person. Those walls were
I didn't think about
right?
Those are scuffed up.
And I was crap, I have kids from 4 feet down. That's probably a problem. So then it turned into, now I need to touch up all my interior east. I got that, right? So then it's a whole nother weekend, and I'm touching up paint, right? Just because I can doesn't mean I should. Now I spent almost 3 weeks of time trying to touch up paint my house. If I would have hired one of my professional friends to do it, it would have taken them 2 or 3 days. I would have had time with my kids, time with my wife. But instead, I brand a pair of pants and got, some heat in my hair. And, my mom was like, yeah, I did it just fine. But the time
Got it.
matters. And so, and I said, like, what a hypocrite am I? I go to these appointments, people are like, okay, like, I might do this myself. And just because you can doesn't always mean you should.
I don't think that makes us a hypocrite. Because I frequently run into doing this two-step plan. It's okay. I think we just have to recognize that's the thing that I did. Next time, I mean, do that.
Oh, no.
Just flow.
No.
That's all. That's why we believe this. Why we come here and we talk to someone to go, because like, hey, guess who has baseboards that need painted?
Don't do it.
I do. I'm not gonna.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna. I also have 4 kids.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
My wife the other day was asking me, do you think that you could replace the floors to, put in new hardwoods? And I was like, totally. That's probably not a good idea, Jess, but I would be lying if I said that I haven't wanted to price everything. And that was a great excuse for me to look at the new chop saw.
Huh?
I can get some tools at it.
Now they have the ones that are like, the Lincoln Long type one,
They're not-
snap in.
You still have to cut them.
You're like, oh, it's so easy. Yeah, I know. Well, I installed my own backsplash and like electrocuted myself by accident.
I have a really good excuse to get like an angular chalk saw. Really excited about it. Haiti doesn't know that there's some that are less than $800, but there's a really dope, and I want it. She wants floors.
You're going to have to put in all those
I
cords.
get a saw. That sounds smart.
Well, when it's all said and done, I would love to know,
Yeah, how it's done.
was the saw worth?
Yeah, I'll tell you that now. I don't have floors, but yeah, the saw will be.
What else are you going to do with it?
I'm a crafty fella, Jess. I like to cut things and make crafts.
You have a full-time job and a lot of guests. When
I
having to craft.
I have more than a full-time job. I have 2 or 3 full-time jobs and 4 gifts.
You know what you sound though?
What?
Poppy music.
I know that's true. But if you get so good at juggling, Jess, and you're not juggling,
Don't waste everything. I think it's more like plate spinning.
yeah, that's the word.
And
Have a good time.
all right, well,
Jess, absolute pleasure. Wonderful.
thanks.
Bye.